He's Grant Ramey. I'm Rob Lewis. This is the Exterior Home Solutions from Auburn, Alabama. And Grant, a high-level, wild basketball game did not go Tennessee's way. But, man, I don't think anybody watched Tennessee tonight and came away thinking anything bad about that basketball team.
I mean, you're talking 1:45 left. You're up, what, 4 points maybe? And it's looking like one of the more impressive wins of the Rick Barnes era. Still one of the best defensive performances, I think, against the best offense in college basketball by the numbers to shut them down the way you shut them down for 40 minutes. I mean, without Janai Broome, I don't know what Auburn does tonight. It was impressive to see him play the way he did, but what Tennessee got from Zakai. Chaz hitting some shots after another cold start. Jordan Gainey off the bench with the flu-like symptoms, what he did. Felix, I thought, was good in stretches. But, Auburn makes that three with 30 seconds left. Tennessee can't make that three in the final seconds. And
or couldn't go up by 4 before Auburn made the three.
Right.
I mean, they had a chance to go up by 4, and Igor kind of drove in wildly and threw that one up. Rick didn't have a problem with that one after the game.
Right.
I don't know if he wasn't taking care of his player.
I mean, he had the lane there. I don't know if that's your first option. He did have a lane.
He had a driving lane.
He had a lane to the rim. It got a little messy once he got there, but that's the final minute of a.
And again, I don't think it was an awful shot by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not sure that he would have drawn that one up. And I thought Zakai got a pretty good look at the end of the game for a potential game winner.
5 seconds left. That's about as good a look you're going to get. I mean, I don't. That's what they drew up. That's what Zakai said. That's what they wanted. That's what they got.
And I mean, there's some fans. I mean, some fans are never going to be happy, but. And, I mean, Tennessee played a high-level basketball game tonight, and there's no shame in this loss, 0.
No, because this is one of the toughest places to play in the SEC. In my experience of watching games here and other places, that's one of the best basketball teams in the country.
I think it is the toughest place to play in the league. I think second might be Thompson-Boling.
I mean, that's one of the best basketball teams in the country based on the numbers, based on what they've done. I didn't expect Tennessee to win this game. I didn't expect it to be close because I thought Auburn was a lot better than everybody else.
Full disclosure, I did not either.
Right.
I was super – I wouldn't – completely blown away. It didn't inform me that Tennessee uglied it up that way in the first half.
Right.
But I just really felt like Auburn was going to find something, and hit a couple threes, get going, get this, and it never happened. I mean, Tennessee never flinched in that second half, and Auburn played better offensively, but Tennessee matched them.
Right. And I mean, Tennessee has come down here a bunch and been up 4-5 at halftime and got pretty well blitzed in the second half of the game. And Tennessee got down 6 a couple times, and hit some big shots to find. I mean, they started 0 for 14 from the three-point line. And Chaz hit some big threes, and Gainey hit some big threes.
With no confidence.
Exactly.
It wasn't like they were thinking the next is going. I mean, nobody had any shot. Both those kids stepped up in big shots.
I mean, week over week, compared to what happened to Vanderbilt, compared to what happened here tonight, it feels like there's growth. There's steps forward, and they're a better basket. It felt like Rick was much more upbeat and positive after a pretty tough loss than he's been in a while. And it's a good basketball team you lost to. There's no shame in that. Now you go home and you get Kentucky and Florida back to back.
And I think there's obviously no time to lick your wins in this league, and they knew that. But I mean, I think Tennessee comes out of this loss, and I'm not talking about moral victories or anything, but I think that they saw a blueprint for what they can be. I mean, we've talked about defense. I mean, there's a lot of numbers out there, but Auburn has 4 guys that shoot 40% from 3. They 1 for 10 in the first half, and then obviously Chandy Johnson hit a big one at the end. But I mean, Tennessee. I mean, they just wrecked their offense tonight.
Yeah, and the blueprint is to play elite defense like it always is. I think tonight was a little bit kind of next level compared to what we've seen them play. You just can't start 0 for 14 from the three-point line. That's 2 games since Florida.
I mean, I think we could both agree. I mean, they're not going to beat teams like this if Chaz is not scoring. I'm not saying he's got to score 25, but he can't have 10 points and struggle to get there.
He's got to have more of an impact early on. Consistent. I mean, he responded well tonight.
He did.
He's got to have a better start, and that's for everybody. You can't start 0 for 14 and expect to win games.
And I don't want to pile on this guy. I don't want to be critical of him, but they got to get something from Milicic offensively.
You got to.
I mean, Coach alluded to it, in his post game, and Felix is what he is. He's going to score. It's going to be a dunks, putbacks, lobs.
Right.
I mean, Igor's got some game, and he's got to find a way to be effective because you just can't put it all on the perimeter, which is what's happening right now.
Just keep playing this level of defense and find ways to start better offensively on the road. They're a pretty good basketball team.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, you look at what happened at Florida 3 weeks ago. Right. Clearly, strides have been made. I mean, Vanderbilt, that's a bad one. Fans are upset as they want to about that one. But tonight, I don't know how you watch this one and don't feel pretty good about this team going forward.
Yeah, it's a really good basketball team you face. It's a really tough conference. They're going to play the rest of it. I don't think there's going to be a tougher road test than this one from here. There's going to be some others.
Tennessee almost got the best win in college basketball in the country this year. They were 30 seconds away from
one quarter 3 away from it.
1 quarter 3. He's Grant Ramey. I'm Rob Lewis. We have much more on Volquest.com. This has been the Exterior Home Solutions Fast Break.